Assalamu alaikum students, this is Amir Hamza here with another video tutorial from Amir Hamza Biology. So let's start with today's lecture. Endoplasmic reticulum and segregated synthesis. What is endoplasmic reticulum? Actually, it is an important organelle which is found in cell cytoplasm. Endoplasmic reticulum is an elaborate fluid-filled membranous system distributed extensively throughout the whole cytosol. Actually, these are sacs, or these may be tubules that extend throughout the whole cytoplasm, and these are involved in the formation. These are involved in performing two main functions. The first function, they are involved in the formation of proteins. The second function of the endoplasmic reticulum is lipid producing factory, and they are also involved in the detoxification of different kind of drugs, and they are also involved in nerve impulse conduction, or generating a cellular response in muscles. So I am moving towards different types of endoplasmic reticulum. Actually, there are two main types of endoplasmic reticulum. The first one is rough endoplasmic reticulum, the second one is smooth endoplasmic reticulum. What is the rough endoplasmic reticulum? A rough endoplasmic reticulum actually consists of sacs, or consist of stacks of relatively flattened interconnected sacs. What is the meaning of this line? Actually, rough endoplasmic reticulum consists of piles of relatively flat interconnected sacs. Here you can see this is rough endoplasmic reticulum. These are sacs. These are sacs look alike. These are the sacs which look alike Golgi apparatus sacs, and these sacs pile up together or heap up together to form specific macromolecular structure known as rough endoplasmic reticulum. And these reddish spots which are present on the outer side of the endoplasmic or outer membrane of the endoplasmic reticulum is known as ribosomes. Ribosomes are tiny granular structures. These are involved in the formation of the proteins, and it is the lumen of the endoplasmic reticulum. It is always fluid filled. So I am moving towards smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Now, what is smooth endoplasmic reticulum? Smooth endoplasmic reticulum is a meshwork or network of interconnected tubules. Here you can see smooth endoplasmic reticulum. It is the electron micrograph of rough endoplasmic reticulum. Here these blackish spots are ribosomes. Here you can see these are sacs which piled up together to form heap like structures, and here you can see smooth endoplasmic reticulum, and these are tubules. These are interconnected tubules with each other. These form a mesh work or network of tubules, and these are involved in different processes such as lipid biosynthesis, as well as detoxification of different kind of drugs, and calcium sequestering during muscle contraction or relaxation. uh, and it is the electron micrograph of smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So let's move towards our article. In other words, endoplasmic reticulum is continuous organelle. Actually, rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum has some points where they interconnect with each other, and the number of rough endoplasmic reticulum in a cell and a smooth endoplasmic reticulum in a specific cell may vary, and the reason is that the number of rough endoplasmic reticulum in a cell and smooth endoplasmic reticulum in a cell depends upon the functional ability of the cell. What is the specific function performed by a specific cell. So it all the number of or ratio of rough endoplasmic reticulum to smooth endoplasmic reticulum, it all depends upon the function of a specific cell where they are present. So let's summarize this portion. Endoplasmic reticulum, that are the network of sacs or tubules which extend throughout the whole cytoplasm, and there are two main kinds of endoplasmic reticulum. One is rough endoplasmic reticulum, the second one is smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Both rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum are involved in different kind of functions. Always remember that rough endoplasmic reticulum has only one function, that is related to protein biosynthesis, or rough endoplasmic reticulum just involved in protein synthesis. Moreover, there are certain lipid the lipid synthesis may also occur at rough endoplasmic reticulum, but it is not in a huge quantity, because there are the rough endoplasmic reticulum contain very less number of enzymes for lipid synthesis. Moreover, smooth endoplasmic reticulum are involved in producing a large amount of lipids, and they are known as lipid producing factory. So I am moving towards the next article, that is rough endoplasmic reticulum in detail. Rough endoplasmic reticulum synthesizes proteins for secretion and membrane construction. Actually, the first question is why rough endoplasmic reticulum is known as rough. The reason is that the outer surface of the endoplasmic reticulum, rough endoplasmic reticulum, is studded with certain small particles that give it a rough or granular appearance. That's why under light microscope it look like a rough surface. So we can say this endoplasmic reticulum is rough. So rough endoplasmic reticulum have certain granular structures at which are present outside the membrane, and they are studied with the membrane, and these granular structures are the ribosomes. And what are the ribosomes and what are the functions of the ribosomes? Actually, ribosomes are involved in the formation of proteins. They play an important role in protein synthesis. So how they play an important role in protein synthesis? Actually, when a messenger RNA from nucleus after transcription bind with the ribosome, which there are actually, before discussion of protein synthesis, I want to tell you that there are two main sites inside the cell where ribosome may be present. The first main site of the the first main house of the ribosome is the cell cytoplasm, and the second major site where ribosome houses is um, a rough endoplasmic reticulum. So always remember that messenger RNA come and bind with the ribosomes, and a ribosome read the message which is coded in the form of messenger RNA, and then what happens actually, ribosomes translate that message into a specific sequence of amino acids which form proteins after growing into thousands of amino when thousands of amino acids join together, ribosome make a specific protein. Okay, so always remember that the rough endoplasmic reticulum in association with the ribosomes synthesis and releases various protein into the endoplasmic reticulum lumen. Here you can see this is a rough endoplasmic reticulum lumen, and these are ribosomes which are present outside the surface or outside the membrane of the endoplasmic reticulum. When ribosomes synthesize a particular protein, they push the protein into lumen of the endoplasmic reticulum. Inside the lumen of the endoplasmic reticulum, actually what happens, and the proteins that are synthesized, and they synthesized at ribosome, they get entry into the lumen, and in the lumen they get different kind of modifications, such as they get their 3D final structure. And moreover, if uh, we have to prepare glycoproteins, they are also synthesized inside the endoplasmic reticulum lumen. Always remember that endoplasmic reticulum lumen is fluid filled space enclosed by the endoplasmic reticulum membrane. The proteins which are synthesized from the ribosome with the help of ribosome, and they serve one of two main purposes. The first purpose is some proteins are destined for export to the cell's exterior as secretory products such as protein hormones or enzymes. Actually, endoplasmic reticulum is the site for the synthesis of peptide hormones or protein, those hormones that are protein in nature. Other proteins are used in constructing new cellular membranes, either it may be a plasma membrane or organelle membrane. We know that plasma membrane is always studied with different kind of proteins, as well as the composition of plasma membrane include phospholipids, as well as and different kind of proteins are almost 50% of the total mass of the plasma membrane, and 47% of the total mass of the plasma membrane is lipids. On the other hand, organelle membrane also contain different kind of proteins such as channel proteins or intrinsic proteins, or other cell structures such as lysosomes, and they are also involved in the formation of the lysosomes. The plasma membrane consists mostly of proteins and lipids. Actually, plasma membrane, we have already studied that the plasma membrane of the cell consists of proteins and lipids. uh, what are the lipids which are present inside the plasma membrane? These are phospholipids. And what are the proteins present inside the plasma membrane? There are two kind of proteins present inside the plasma membrane. One are known as intrinsic proteins, the second one are known as extrinsic proteins or peripheral proteins. So peripheral proteins don't form strong bonding with the phospholipid molecules, they have weaker interactions with the lipid molecules. But on the other hand, intrinsic molecules um, form intrinsic protein molecules strong covalent interactions with the lipid molecules. The membranous wall of endoplasmic reticulum also contain enzymes essential for the synthesis of the lipids needed to produce new membranes. Always remember that there are a few endoplasmic reticulums enzymes that are also attached with rough endoplasmic uh, reticulum surface, which are involved in the lipid synthesis. Rough endoplasmic reticulum contain two main enzymes, and the first one, actually it don't contain two enzymes. The one is enzyme, the second one is ribosomes. So always remember that there are certain enzymes that may be attached with the rough endoplasmic reticulum. These are very less in number, and they are involved in the synthesis of lipids. The newly synthesized lipid enter the endoplasmic reticulum lumen along with the proteins. So we can say actually rough endoplasmic reticulum have an attachment of a ribosome with itself, as well as certain enzymes for the synthesis of the lipids. So rough endoplasmic reticulum play two main functions. The first one, it plays an important role in protein synthesis. The second one, it may also produce a small quantity of lipids. So both lipids as well as proteins, they get entry into the lumen of the endoplasmic reticulum. Predictably, the rough endoplasmic reticulum is most abundant in cells specialized for protein secretion. Actually, rough endoplasmic reticulum contain huge number of ribosomes attached with it. So its main function is protein synthesis, but they are also involved in the production of small quantity of lipid. Now, for example, cell that secretes digestive enzymes are in the cells that require extensive membrane synthesis. For example, rapidly growing cells such as immature egg cells. These are the two main sites, and the first one is digestive tract, and the second one is immature egg cells, where rough endoplasmic reticulum can be found abundantly. So next I am moving towards the next point. After being released into the endoplasmic reticulum lumen, a newly synthesized protein is folded into its final conformation. As I already told you, after being released into the endoplasmic reticulum lumen, newly synthesized proteins is folded into its final 3D conformation. It may also be modified in other ways, such as being pruned or having carbohydrates attached to it. For example, when carbohydrate get attached with the protein, they form glycoprotein particles, and that are an important component of many plasma membranes. After this processing, a new protein cannot pass out through the endoplasmic reticulum membrane and therefore becomes permanently separated from the cytosol as soon as it has been synthesized. So it always remain in the endoplasmic reticulum and lumen. So how it get transported from the lumen to different sites where it has to perform a specific function, and they do so by the action of the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So smooth endoplasmic reticulum, what is smooth endoplasmic reticulum and what are the functions of the smooth endoplasmic reticulum? And we will discuss one by one all of them here. The actually smooth endoplasmic reticulum is also known as the reason is that why it is known as smooth, the reason is that smooth endoplasmic reticulum don't contain any ribosomes. They have smooth surfaces. So lacking ribosome, it is not involved in protein synthesis. Always remember that there are no ribosomes attached with the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So instead it serves other purposes that vary in different cell types. So the first main function, always remember, the first main function of the smooth endoplasmic reticulum in most cells is that the smooth endoplasmic reticulum is rather sparse, mean it's spread throughout the whole cytoplasm and serve primarily as a central packaging and discharge site for molecules. The packaging of different kind of proteins which are synthesized inside the uh, rough endoplasmic reticulum, and they get entry into the lumen. They got get packaged by are discharged um, through the sites which are present at the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So, smooth endoplasmic reticulum serves primarily as a central packaging and discharging site for the molecules to be transported from the endoplasmic reticulum. Newly synthesized protein and lipids move within the continuous lumen from the rough endoplasmic reticulum together in the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Portion of the smooth endoplasmic reticulum then bud off, that is the balloon outward on the surface, and then are pinched off, forming a transport vesicles. Actually these vesicles join with different Golgi complex molecules, and where they are further processed. And vesicle, what is vesicle? Vesicle is a fluid filled membrane enclosed intercellular cargo container. Transport vesicle moves to the Golgi complex described in the next section for further processing of their cargo. I will tell you in detail how this cargo is carried by the Golgi complex and what are the modification inside the Golgi complex that are necessary for the normal functioning of different kind of proteins that are synthesized inside the rough endoplasmic reticulum. We will discuss it in another video tutorial. So there is an other function of the smooth endoplasmic reticulum that is abundant in the cell that specialize in lipid metabolism. So how actually smooth endoplasmic reticulum plays an important role in lipid synthesis. Actually these the walls of the smooth endoplasmic reticulum contain different enzymes that are involved in the lipid synthesis. For example, the membranous wall of the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, like that of rough endoplasmic reticulum, contain enzyme for the synthesis of lipid by themselves. The lipid producing enzyme in the rough endoplasmic reticulum membrane can't carry out enough lipid synthesis to maintain adequate steroid hormone secretion level. Actually, smooth endoplasmic reticulum play an important role in steroid hormone secretion. And these are lipid steroids are lipid in nature. So their biosynthesis occur at the smooth endoplasmic reticulum and rough endoplasmic reticulum lipid synthesis don't meet the quantity of the hormone which is required for the normal function of the body. So there should be an other site inside the body where different kind of hormones can be prepared. So steroid hormones can be prepared at smooth endoplasmic reticulum compartments that houses the additional enzyme necessary to keep the pace with the demand for the hormone secretion. So I am moving towards the next function of the smooth endoplasmic reticulum that is also an important function in the liver cells. The smooth endoplasmic reticulum are specialized for detoxification of different kinds of harmful substances. Um, for example, just take an example of a drug um, known as phenobarbital, which is a sedative drug. If it is taken in large quantities, the amount of smooth endoplasmic reticulum in liver cells doubles uh, within a few days. So another main function that is an important function during muscle contraction, actually smooth endoplasmic reticulum have modified structure known as sarcoplasmic reticulum, which stores calcium used in the process of muscle contractions. So all these functions belong to smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So let's summarize this article. uh, what is the difference? This is the question: what is the difference between the rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum? Rough endoplasmic reticulum contain um, enzymes sorry it contains ribosomes attached to its outer membrane, so it is involved in the synthesis of protein. On the other hand, smooth endoplasmic reticulum contain a huge number of enzymes attached to the inner surface, which are involved in the lipid biosynthesis, or which are also involved in the steroid hormone synthesis. Moreover, rough endoplasmic reticulum contain less number of lipid synthesizing enzyme. On the other hand, smooth endoplasmic reticulum contain huge amount of those enzymes. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum contain no ribosomes, while rough endoplasmic reticulum contain huge number of ribosomes which are present outside the cell membrane, or organelle membrane, of the endoplasmic reticulum. Moreover, a rough endoplasmic reticulum is rough in appearance and smooth endoplasmic reticulum is smooth in appearance. Um, Rough endoplasmic reticulum is only involved in the protein synthesis, while smooth endoplasmic reticulum is involved in the muscle contraction, as well as it also involved in the detoxification of different kind of harmful drugs and lipid synthesis, and moreover it is also involved in the uh, it is also involved in the um, cargo transportation of different kind of proteins. So the second question is, state the destination of the protein synthesized by the ref endoplasmic reticulum. Actually, the ultimate site of uh, the proteins that are synthesized by rough endoplasmic reticulum is the lumen of the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, they where they actually uh, get packed and and then they get and where they get packed and are transported towards the Golgi apparatus when they are bodied off. So that is our today's lecture. And so let's summarize this article. And we have studied up till now the endoplasmic reticulum and two kinds of endoplasmic reticulum. One is rough endoplasmic reticulum, the second one is smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So what is rough endoplasmic reticulum? The main function of rough endoplasmic reticulum is actually protein synthesis, and another function which is performed by the rough endoplasmic reticulum is lipid synthesis that are very minute in quantity, and and uh, lipid synthesis occur because certain enzymes for the lipid synthesis are attached with the rough endoplasmic reticulum. On the other hand, smooth endoplasmic reticulum is involved in, they are distributed throughout the whole cytoplasm, and they are involved in the packaging and discharging of different molecules that are synthesized at the rough endoplasmic surface. They are also involved in the detoxification of different kind of drugs. They are also involved in lipid biosynthesis, and the last and important uh, role, that is modified smooth endoplasmic reticulum, also known as sarcoplasmic reticulum, which releases calcium and during muscle contraction. So they play an important role in muscle contraction. If you like my video, and please subscribe my channel as well as share my video. Thank you.